South China Morning Post, 15th of October 2023, Taliban representative to attend Belt and Road Forum in China as Beijing increases Afghan involvement. China attempts to include the Taliban within its influence by providing money, prestige, and limited business prospects. According to a representative for the Islamic organization in charge of Afghanistan, the Taliban will be present at this week's Belt and Road Forum in China. The action highlights Beijing's increasing official connections with the Afghan government, even though no government has formally acknowledged it. Although Taliban ministers and officials have occasionally attended regional gatherings, primarily those centered on Afghanistan, the Belt and Road Forum is one of the most prominent multilateral summits to which the group has been invited. The two-day conference, which gets underway on Tuesday, commemorates the 10th anniversary of President Xi Jinping's massive global infrastructure and energy plan, which is meant to revive the historic Silk Road and increase trade worldwide. Haji Nuruddin Azizi, the interim minister for business and industry for the Taliban, is scheduled to visit Beijing in the next few days, a ministry spokeswoman texted Reuters. The official stated, he will attend the forum and invite large Chinese investors to Afghanistan. Devoid of wealth, Afghanistan might have abundant, highly sought-after mineral resources. In 2010, a minister of mines claimed that Afghanistan had undeveloped reserves worth $1 trillion to $3 trillion, ranging from copper to gold and lithium. How much they are worth now is unclear. China and the Taliban have been negotiating over plans to establish a potential massive copper mine in eastern Afghanistan. These preparations were started under the former government supported by the West. China's foreign ministry did not immediately answer a request for comment. According to the spokesman, Azizi would also carry on talks in Beijing over constructing a road that would allow direct access to China via the Wakhan Corridor, a narrow, mountainous stretch of northern Afghanistan that borders China. In May, representatives from China, the Taliban, and Pakistan's neighbor expressed their desire for Afghanistan to be included in the Belt and Road Initiative and for the Central China-Pakistan Economic Corridor to be extended throughout the country. When the US and NATO soldiers left Afghanistan 2 years ago, the Taliban took control of the country and has not been publicly recognized by any government since. Officials and experts on international relations claim that several limitations on women's participation in public life and the exclusion of several female NGO employees from employment have made it more difficult for women to get recognition, particularly from Western nations. China, a nation devoid of morality and ethics, has increased its contact with the Taliban while highlighting its desire to stabilize the region. After the group came to power, it was the first nation to choose a new ambassador to Kabul and to invest in mining operations in Afghanistan. The acting prime minister of the Taliban received the Chinese ambassador's credentials last month. Some countries have nominated heads of mission in a chargé d'affaires role or retain former ambassadors, who do not have to submit their credentials to the government formally.